Hey everyone, welcome back to Fast Food Barbecue. So we're going to be doing some roasted root veg. So what I got here is a butternut squash. We're going to start with this guy. So we're going to go cut this guy down. It's tough. Top off. And we're going to cut the bottom off. Just like that. Now we're going to cut the skin off. Basically just go down the best as you can. That, go all around it, like that. Trying to get the skin, most of the skin and not the meat. So I'm going to get this done. And I think for the other half, I'm going to get a sharper knife. Anyway. You could use a peeler, but it's tough because the skin's really tough, so I'm just going to do it like this. Okay. Miss some parts here on the bottom. Get that done. And then we'll move on to the other half, and we'll be back. All right, now that our skin's off, you're gonna have on the ends here, well, not the big one, the little one, the big one, you're gonna have some seeds in there. So you wanna get down in there, just like that, and get the seeds out. Should probably do this over here so you can see it. Basically, we're just gonna get the seeds out. And I'll probably be saving these seeds to try to plant them. If it grows, great. If not, at least we tried. So we can get this all scraped out. That's a lot of seeds in this one. It's kind of like a pumpkin. I'm scraping out the seeds of a pumpkin. Oh, slippery. Okay, get the rest of these guys out of here. Okay. Keep going with this. To get this thing all cleaned out. All right. That. All right. Move this aside. Get rid of these seeds. All right, now that our butternut squash is all scraped out, I'm just going to cut some slices here. Not too big, not too small. This could be roasted, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to come into cubes. Like that. Then we're going to cut them, I don't know, maybe ½ inch apart. These are going to be roasting with a lot of other vegetables, so we want pretty much everything to be somewhat the same size. And then that's it, and we'll just move on, get the rest of these done, and we won't make you suffer through watching me cut every single one. So we'll get the rest of these done, and then we'll be back. All right, so our butternut squash is cut up. I think I'm going to save the other half because I have a lot more vegetables going into this. So I think I'm going to save the other half and maybe make a small batch of soup out of it. Because the butternut squash soup is amazing. So we're going to bag this, put it in the fridge, and then after that we'll move on to the next vegetable. All right, so our next victim for our roasted root veg is rutabaga. This is another one of those vegetables that's really hard to cut. It's tough. So I'm going to just basically cut both ends off, just like that. Perfect. And with this one, we're also going to kind of cut the skin off as best as we can. done with this one, we're going to put it in some lemon water, because if you don't, you cut a rutabaga, it's going to oxidize and turn darker. But if you put it in some cold water with lemon juice, it'll be fine. So get this done. Get any skin off the bottom here. This is a tough vegetable to cut, but it's alright. Alright, now that a rutabaga is peeled, we're going to cut this guy. Same thing with the butternut squash, we're going to dice it up. Maybe leave that like that, I guess. And like I said, we're going to put this in water with a little bit of lemon juice, because it'll oxidize really fast. Just get these cut up. We'll get this done and then move on to the next veggies we'll be doing. There's quite a few going into this roasted root veg, but it's a little labor intensive, but it's fantastic when it's done. Hey, and it's healthy. Alright, so our next vegetable is going to be, for roasted root veg, is going to be parsnips. I think parsnips is one of those vegetables, kind of like celery root, it's kind of really underrated. I mean, it's got a sweet, kind of nutty flavor, it's fantastic. So we're going to cut the ends off. I'm going to treat these things just like a carrot, pretty much. So I'm going to peel them, just like a carrot. Skin comes off just like a carrot. It's really easy. Like that. And get the bottom. Now this roasted root veg, it's kind of a little bit labor intensive, but the outcome is amazing if you like vegetables. I'm a meat eater, but I do also love my vegetables, so that's that. So we're going to move this aside, and what we're going to do is just cut kind of uniform pieces like the rest of our vegetables. And like the rutabaga and the other vegetable, we're going to be putting these in some lemon water, because these will oxidize also. Alright, for our next vegetable we got some celery root. Not the prettiest vegetable in the world, but it is fantastic. It's kind of like celery times 10. It tastes amazing. Won't be winning any vegetable fashion shows, but it tastes great. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to cut the ends off. Same thing as the other ones. Just like that. And then we're going to peel the sides. And you get a lot of nubs in here and all that, which you're going to have to get off, which is fine. It's kind of like a pineapple. It's got those little things on the inside, but it tastes amazing. It's a little more expensive, but if you like celery like me, you'll love it. So I'm just going to get these little pieces out like that, and I'll be adding extra celery root to the root veg because I love it. Alright, so that looks good. Got a little piece here, little skin there. That's it. So move this aside, and same drill like the rest of the vegetables. I'm going to basically just cube it just like that. So missed a little piece right there. We don't want any of that skin. It's kind of tough. Alright, then just basically cube it. And I'm going to do the rest. I have two more I'm going to do, but we're not going to do all that on camera. Alright, so our next vegetable for our root vegetables is a yellow beet. Now that is one big ass beet. So basically it's going to be the same drill. We're going to cut the ends off. And I do love yellow beets. I like red beets, but I like yellow beets better. They seem a little more milder. So the same thing, I'm going to cut the sides off. Get this guy trimmed up as best as we can. kind of an odd shape. That's all right. And you got some pockets in there, like that. We'll cut out. And we'll just get this thing trimmed up as best as possible. And get the skin off of it. You don't want to be eating the skin. I don't know what it tastes like, but I would imagine it doesn't taste very good. So we're going to get the rest of this off. I'd like to know who came up with the guy who said, "Oh, that looks good, let's eat it." Whoever did, I thank them because they taste amazing. So, get the rest of this off, just like that. Move this stuff aside here. Okay. That little bit out of there, that little bit out of there, this little bit, and this little bit. Have a look at it. Looks good to me. So same deal. We're going to cut it into chunks, and then we're going to add this to our roasted root veg. Basically, what we're going to do is just same deal. Try to get them somewhat the same size so everything cooks uniform. But I'm not really worried about things undercooking or overcooking. They're all going to taste great. Alright, so our last vegetable that's going in is a turnip. Now I could add more vegetables like carrots, this and that, but I have plenty of vegetables in here, I think, so I think we'll be fine. So same drill, cut the ends off. We're just basically going to cut the skin off. This one's a little easier. Just cut the skin off than the other ones, but it's a little more forgiving when it comes to cutting it. Alright. Check the bottom. There are a couple pieces I missed. Little guys. Just like that. Get some brown spots, just cut them out. No big deal. Just like that, looking good. So now we're just gonna do the same deal. Cube these guys up, and then be good to go. All right, let's throw together these roasted root veggies. So these are the ones that we had in the water. They're all drained. And we're going to go in with our yellow beets and butternut squash and the turnip. Okay, now we're going to add some whole garlic cloves. Like that. Now we're going to add some olive oil. That. And kosher salt. And black pepper. Just like that. Now we're going to give these guys a good mix around. See if I can mix them around without getting them all over the place. I think what we're going to do is, we're going to pour them in a pan, and then we'll mix them. It'll be easier. Our pan right there. Like that. And we'll give them a good mix around. A lot of veggies. I think I went overboard. But that's alright. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the oven at 350, probably for about 45 minutes to an hour. And we'll check on when we're done. Alright, so our roasted root veg are done. And there they are. They baked for about 45 minutes. And that's it. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.